You know, it's actually been a while. It's been a while since I did Aspect of Pan. It's weird because this is easily my favorite dagger aspect, but it feels like it's been a while. Or maybe I'm crazy. Hello, friends and lovers. What's up? It's Haelian. We're doing some more Hades 2. We're back. It feels like... it actually has been a while since I've done anything on YouTube. I set up a bunch of videos, and wife and I went on a beautiful vacation. So while it probably feels normal from just watching the YouTube videos, I feel differently. I feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. Hopefully we got lots of goofy stories. But let's hop into the run before we get into that. We're going to tackle 32 Fear. Again, I mean, I'm acting like this is like the first time. But of course, we've done it many times, I'd say, at this point in time. It's been a bit since I really pushed it, I suppose. Will it ever feel as casual as 32 Heat did in Hades 1? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not in the current patch, though. So there's our card setup. You got to start with Poseidon with Pan on the special, I'm pretty sure. That or something that helps you just regen magic right away, you know? And there's a few things that could do that. You either go straight for Poseidon special, I'm thinking, or you just do magic regen. I'm going to go Poseidon special, I think, here. This is actually a pretty tough vow setup, I got to say. I'm worried about the deadline, probably more than anything, but... you gotta do what you gotta do, because we have double haunting on, we have double rebuke on, and a 5-minute deadline. But I think this is the best I could do, unless I wanted to do Vow of Panic for one. Maybe I do. I kind of hate rebuke, to be honest. I don't think Revenant is as bad as it used to be, but let's see how it feels. So let's sort of see how it feels. Let's swap out Vow of Panic, I think there. Ready? Go! I don't really have any like big goals in mind for the run, other than just winning, I'd say right now, but we'll see. Maybe we can get something quirky going on. We do need a special to start ourselves off. I think we do rarefy it, even though it's going to prime some magic here. I do think it's a good idea still. Okay, those just totally whiffed. I'm very literally as rusty as possible. You know, this is the longest I've gone without playing like a video game. Because it's been a full week. It's just like, oh, a full week. Wow. When, like, the average person probably, I'm sure, goes through that quite consistently. But, yeah, I mean, that's a long time for me to have not played video games, you know? But it's a nice, refreshing break. It makes you kind of, like, want to come back and to play it. You know what I'm saying? Makes you want to come back. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Let's go ham. You could palm it right away to unprime it, but... God, that hammer could be so important. It could be so important here. There's definitely a lot of goodies with this, I would say. I don't even know if it's worth using the... I feel like it's not really worth using the regular special over the attack weirdly here. I know that sounds counterintuitive. It's like you don't have a boon on the attack. Your aspect doesn't help, but your aspect doesn't actually help the regular special anyway, so yeah. We're going to need to save time by taking things like the Chaos Gate here, no doubt. Hook Knives. Oh, Sudden Flurry or Rapid Onslaught. So, obviously it's not going to be Rapid Onslaught. It has to be Hook Knives here, you know, because it helps us instantaneously, whereas Sudden Flurry kind of requires us to get some magic going on first before it really helps, whereas Hook Knives helps instantaneously. This is like the classic hammer for this weapon, I gotta say, because it's been there since patch 1, whereas I don't know if everything else has. This was like a fan favorite since right away, I would say. Let's see, we need magic. None of these things really help us. What else you got? Cast damage. Heh. You know what I mean? I don't use a lot of Omega moves. We can't heal right now, though. It's for 5 encounters. The sprint slower isn't that painful, but maybe we do roll again and get essentially nothing. I mean, I was tempted by the... oh, right, the healing does nothing. The healing does nothing. I assume that doesn't work. I like it how I'm tempted by it, but I have 0 healing turned on. Yeah, so that's not going to do anything, I guess. This should be free, at least. I didn't really get anything magic related, which is just bad luck. All right, we got the free palm on it. I call it free. It's not free, though. Okay, just take it easy. I mean, I want to hurry, but I don't want to rush. You know what I mean? Hurry, but no rush. Or is it the other way around? I want to rush, but not hurry? Either way. So now that it's been unprimed, do we want to buy Hestia? Scalding Vapor? Scalding Vapor, you know what I'm saying? See? My memory's still there. The missus and I, we visited my sister, some family in the great state of Maine. We visited a place called Gooch's Beach, purely for the namesake, of course. If foes would slip or struck by fire from Hestia, so we'd want to get Smolder Ring, and then roll this into Poseidon. If we do this. I cannot afford that random palm. There's Smolder Ring, it's common, that's good. It's ideal.
Don't have the gold for this.
How hard should I really do this? We don't really want... Aphrodite's magic regen isn't good enough, I feel. Hestia's doesn't work with this aspect, not really. Poseidon's is actually okay. Might have been locked. Don't like Demeter's. There's Hestia back again. Oh, come on now, hun. There's Poseidon. I might be willing to consider his magic regen here if we get that. I'm kind of thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, ow, Took a couple small hits, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's already over. Fluid gain. I think I'm okay with it. We can lock out the other two, which are fine, which will make slip a little bit easier to get. And we need magic regen. After you strike your foes with your weapon, a spiritual bubble may appear. Does it say how much magic? Oh, it's 20 magic. My head is blocking. It's 20 magic. I've been to Maine before. Many times before, one might say, I guess. You know, it doesn't feel special. It also just looks identical. Like, the states in New England here, like, they all look the same, you know? They're, like, you couldn't differentiate between them. It's not a big deal. It's not like one feels or smells different or anything weird like that. One, like, centers in on, like, syrup, and the other one's, like, lobster or crab. They really lean so hard into the touristy aspects. You know, just like what will the tourists want to eat or whatever, you know, that it just feels like, I mean, is it even good anymore, you know? Like, is it even good anymore when you're just buying it from the equivalent of, like, Granny and Grandpoo's, you know, shack? All the homemade fudge. No matter where you go, it seems like fudge is the thing, at least in New England here. It's like fudge is every state's motto or something. We all got fudge. I mean, I love fudge, don't get me wrong. Only peanut butter fudge. Get that chocolatey crap away from me. Okay, this room kind of sucks. I hope I don't regret the fluid gain. Okay. Okay, you respawned, interestingly. Don't know from where. My god, what a chamber.
It's done.
Holy sweet Jesus. I want the palm here to... I guess palm fluid gain. It'll unprime some magic. Is that really what we want? Oops. Unpriming 10 magic and it gives you 2% more chance? I don't know. I'm actually not sure about that. I'm not sure. Or is it 8 more damage on the special? I don't know. I guess magic is a concern, though, either way. We're gonna do max magic here. Hey, at least we didn't take any damage, really, in that chamber. But please don't give me another chamber like that. Hey, we got Artemis. You can tell because the timer's paused. Okay, relax, everybody. Lovely.
Got here as quickly as I could.
Come on out, Artemis. But, of course, whenever wife and I go places, the best things to do are, like, the touristy things. Not because, like, they're the most fun, it's just the easiest thing to do, I guess, is the best way I can describe it, you know? Like, you go to the shops, and you go to the tourist trap restaurants and all that stuff. It's like the whole, you gotta find the stuff off the beaten path. It's just like, yeah, but, like, how? You know, even the quote-unquote, you know, unknown stuff out there. It's like some travel blogger has covered it, and it's no longer unknown, you know? And plus, who do you trust out on the internet these days? You know, like, was someone paid to advertise this place or something like that, you know? Was someone paid to play a video game on the internet for money? You just don't know anymore. You don't know who to trust. It's really hard to say. You can't use these travel websites, let me tell you. Maybe you can. For some reason, there's a part of me that makes wonders if Pressure Points is better than Death Warrant here, and I guess the answer is I don't know. But my heart's telling me it's going to be the Death Warrant. Okay.
Farewell.
Screw the fishies. But yeah, I ain't got no beef with Maine. It's a fine place. It's a fine place. I don't know if it feels any different. Like, why? It seems like these arbitrary lines we drew in our country, it's just like, is it really that big of a deal from one place to another, you know? when we cross over there. Like, there's this whole stereotype, if I may complain, about my wonderful state of Massachusetts here. The stereotype that we're all terrible drivers here in Massachusetts. And the truth is, everyone's a terrible driver everywhere, you know? Everyone has the worst drivers at all times in every place. Or at least that's what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks they got, like, the worst drivers every time, I swear. That's the truth. I know the truth. And so, yes, we do have terrible drivers here. It's the cities, I tell you. The cities are the worst. And if you ever try to drive through Boston, I mean, the state was created 300 years ago or whatever. The roads don't make any sense. Of course we're all going to be mad about it. We're still mad about it. Okay, young lady. Resisted? I'm not sitting here trying. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say we're great drivers here in Massachusetts. No, we're garbage, but so is the rest of the country. So is the rest of the world. Everyone's a terrible driver, except for ourselves, essentially, it would appear. I don't have Forg, so we dance. Magic is a bit of an issue, I'll say. Getting a little bit of max magic doesn't really help that much here, but it wouldn't hurt, obviously. This is one of those ones where it doesn't really scale up with... Like, how much magic you get back doesn't scale with how much max magic you have, right? Maybe they should, you know? I don't know. So yeah, Poseidon. Poseidon might actually have one of the roughest ones, admittedly. If we get another hammer, it might help us. So let's see, what kind of common boons we got here? We got Smolder Ring, we got Death Warrant. Yeah, it's too scary to do the 50-50 because Smolder Ring is not great. So we want more Poseidon. We've used up his keepsake.
Maybe I should switch.
Chaos is very tempting in this situation. It might get garbage, but there's a lot of good from Chaos. There's like magic regen, there's moves, channel speed, there's special damage. You know, there's a lot of good stuff. So, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, if we can keep that, then that'll make a big difference. Is it really worth buying special damage jerky just to get through, what's this place called? Oceanus a little bit faster? Maybe, honestly. It might actually be worth it. It may be. That's a tough one, though. Then we'll be broke after that. I'm going to say no.
Farewell.
I'm going to say nay. Especially, does having Poseidon the special makes that worse versus say, having Aphrodite? Not really. Not really. In my mind, it feels worse, but it's not actually worse. Okay, reminder mostly to myself here that you can start channeling the Omega and drop the cast as you are doing so. Okay, but please stop. Why are there so many? Oh, right, if the souls drop out of bounds or slash in the water, they actually disappear now. That's relatively new, actually. That is relatively new. Anyone coming to New England, everyone's going to try to sell you a lobster roll. Every vendor ever. You're going to pop into a gas station and be like, you want a lobster roll? It's only $25. Best deal we got out here. Don't fall for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love lobster. I love seafood. I had seafood all vacation. I had all the varieties of seafood, although they mostly just sell fried seafood. You know, aka the laziest way to cook seafood, probably. Yet the most delicious, perhaps, at the same time. Anyway, they're all going to try to sell you a lobster roll. Don't do it. Don't bother. It's not that good. It's just not that good. You know what I mean? It's not worth the dough. That's the bottom line. It ain't worth the dough. Boons of Aphrodite. Ooh, the Heartbreaker's always good. I'm very seduced by Heartbreakers lately. It's very good. Although we don't spend that much magic. The attack doesn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, you might as well take it. Or... yeah, we might as well take it. I was thinking about Origination with the second curse there, but But, you know, eh. Rolls 30 magic. 30 magic, huh? Which means I only start with 15 more, really. So, I think it's still the best option, though. All right, I get 3 from that as well. Okay. Here comes the max magic train, I guess. You gotta get scallops, that's the truth. Oysters, they're okay. Scallops are overpriced, too. I mean, it's all overpriced. I live within, like, 30-ish minutes of the ocean. You know, I can't sit here and claim I can see it out my window, but I can picture it at least. You know? And yet, seafood is still astronomically priced. $25 per pound. I don't understand. So it's like, I can't get closer, really. Like, what do you want from me? It doesn't matter what I do. I want to eat seafood, but it costs too much money. Please, let me eat it. You know, let me eat it. I ain't talking about sushi or anything here either. I'm talking about just buying it from the grocer. It's ridiculous, I tell you. It's ridiculous. We need Poseidon. Here we go. Here comes the slip. I hate this thing. Yeah. Woo! Okay, my friend. Got him. Okay, slowed everything down for a bit there. Remember, we have no healing. There's slippery slope. No need to think about the rarities there. I am very worried about our health, and now we have a lot of max magic. 182. What the heck happened? I mean, that's nice, though. Okay, and now we also have origination with the cast and the spesh. Okay, but what is this chamber? But what is going on here? There goes 1DD. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Echo will bring him back. They had to give us the worst imaginable place. Holy God. Sweet Moses. Spark of Ixion. That's going to be at the start of the next zone, which means it does not save any chambers, so there's not much point in it. Unless you were just really wanted... Unless you just really wanted a chaos buff, but I don't think so. We don't go to a shop. I don't think more max magic would be that great, so I guess we go Afro here. We don't have enough dough for the shop. Secret Crush is terrible for us. Shameless Attitude. It's never going to really work. Well, you'll get the 10%. You'll never get the double bonus. Will Life Affirmation do enough here to consider it worth more? Questionable. It is questionable, actually. It is very questionable. So my wife, she loves souvenirs. She loves receiving souvenirs. She loves giving souvenirs. She loves the entire souvenir trade. She would open up a souvenir shop that no one else can go to besides herself if she could. She loves everything about souvenirs. That's all she wants to do the entire vacation, and it's also what she's most stressed about the entire vacation, which is an interesting, position to be in, where she both loves and hates souvenirs all at once, where she is just confounded by the fact that she needs to, get all these different people in her family souvenirs to this state that they've already been to themselves multiple times. But she has to find something. And it always goes the same way, where we're constantly, let's say we're away for 5 days, right? Every day we're going into a few shops and we're like, we got to think about this person. We got to think about that person, your mother, your sister, etc., etc. What do they want? What do they need? Oh, they don't like that kind of stuff. Clothes don't fit them, etc. They have too many tentacles, whatever. And
good find.
It always happens the same way, where inevitably my wife gets, my beautiful, understanding wife, she gets frustrated. She finds nothing the first 5 days. On the last day at the last shop, on the way out of the state, literally on the line, she's like, fuck them, get them a magnet. Boom. Throw it on the fridge. That's it. End of story. It's over. She's miserable the whole vacation
To the fields.
until we buy them, you know, a bear magnet holding the state sign up or something like that for them to put in their fridge. And that's what I assume this is what they all do, because they all do that. Her entire family does this. It's fascinating, really. Meanwhile, I'm like, please don't get me any souvenirs. I don't need anything else for the fridge. I don't need no paperweights. I don't need no magnets. You know, I don't need spoon holders or whatever, spoon rest. Oh God, what's with those lately, you know? Please, no more. I'm done. I'm all set. I'm all set. What were those daggers coming back for there? They curved on the way back. Okay, buddies. Okay, but everything had to respawn for some reason. Huh. I swear, one of those disappeared. So everything's already been leveled, so we can't unprime any magic, so we might as well hit up the spesh.
Strength of the gods.
Right?
More
Alright, where is it? This is Selene.
Nemesis.
Oh, Nemesis pauses the timer. We had a decent chunk of time already coming here, but yeah. Still always concerned, I should say. So we got to keep that chaos buff. I mean, you pretty much always do. Or practically, I should say. God, they spawn so slow. How do we feel about the timer, the in-game timer in this game? How do the masses feel about it? It makes sense to have a timer. You know, people want to... It's fun to actually try to play this game fast, even from like a casual perspective. At least I assume so. People seem to enjoy it. You know what I mean? You don't have to like submit your run to the leaderboards or anything like that. But people seem to actually enjoy it, right? But how do we feel about the nuances behind it? You know, do you like it pauses at certain times? I mean, I guess in like understanding times like that Nemesis encounter, it pauses, assumably because enemies take a long time. They spawn more slowly, and you might have a longer encounter, etc., etc. I don't think Lunar Ray will do much at this point in time because it's kind of too late. Dark Side isn't that bad. I mean, when you think about it, if we're not likely to get a Path of Stars by the end of the run, is it really... Dark Side might actually be the best one. I'm still gonna go Total Eclipse. I just like it, you know? Hurrah. Alright, we could get the duo boon from Hestia over here. I'm actually gonna skip this trove. I don't think the money's that important anyway. Okay, my friend. And you're dead. Wow. Okay, not bad. Hey, here it comes. Here it comes. All right, all right. Scalding vapor. If foes will slip or struck by fire from Hestia, they're engulfed in steam. So the steam does remove slip, but if you're constantly reapplying it with the special, it's probably not a big deal anyway. Now, duo boons do prime magic. Yeah, there goes 40 magic from us, and there's no way to get rid of it. Got to go Echo here to save time, because Echo would take up that entire left chamber. It's equivalent, you know, like the timer's paused during this whole chamber, so it'd just be a net negative go the other way. Boon of Hestia or one Death Defiance back. Gotta be the Death Defiance back still now.
Please don't give in.
Steam is not a curse, by the way, in case you don't know. It isn't. We do have life affirmation. There's a Path Stars. There's a hammer. Seems pretty good to me. Seems like a pretty good chamber for me.
Flourish.
Okay. See the health over here. Over yonder. We cannot get healed, so that food does nothing. Whoa, I failed. Please get that. Please get it. You there, Wolfie. Oh, nuts. There's Morris's pin. I don't know if we're going to make it at this rate. It does slow down, though, with Sorceress here. We're fine. Okay. This is the crazy thing. I don't think I really was talking about the pin as I took it. But the crazy thing about the pin here is that it resets every single encounter here. Unless it got changed. Unless it got changed. I'm always getting nervous when I'm talking about the game because things change so quickly right now in early access, right? God, the respawns here. Come on. What is it? Okay, it's total eclipse. Okay, stay right there. Of course, you were all already dead by that time. Ugh. But yeah, the pin is crazy good. Sure shot flurry. Your special fires each shot straight ahead, and specials have plus 30% range. Wicked Onslaught doesn't make sense. Flick Knives is just straight up bad, I kind of feel. Yeah, I mean, it has to be. It's not bad. There's no negative side to a sure shot flurry, but it's not great. It's not great. It might be like, it's a pretty good positive, but there's just better things out there. It does mean I don't have to use my cast to make sure that it actually hits the enemies, I guess, you know? So that's kind of nice. You can be a bit more lazy, I suppose, right now. Come here, my friends. Oh, nuts. Okay, we're fine. This keepsake just feels like such a good way to actually get health back, and it's a good reason to use 0 healing potentially. You know what I mean? Like, it was a bit rough at the start of the run, but things get better as soon as you put that pin on. You know what I mean? Using a hex foes in the target area move 80% slower. They take 30% more. 3 smaller blasts. Damn, I was hoping for the invulnerability one, but it didn't happen. Plus 5% more damage. I don't know what's really best there, but no, I just find myself not wanting to think that hard about it. Some things, maybe they're not worth thinking that hard about, you know? Plenty of time on the clock. Not a concern there. Nitro boost. I do have some rolls. You could go for special speed to channel it faster. Wait, no, sorry. Nimble mind, which all Omegas channel faster. Mean streak, I'm never that big on. Hard target is kind of whatever. Maybe hard target isn't just whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of down with hard target here. With 40% forced overtime and Chrono coming in red hot, you know how it goes. Okay, I tried and failed to dash coming out of that. The slowdown lets you kind of plan your moves too as you go. Okay. Okay. Do you think I could avoid one thing from hitting me? Okay, there, we got the half. Okay, relax, my dudes, relax. I don't know why I started charging right there all of a sudden. You gotta be careful. You try to go in too fast there. It doesn't work out. Oh, God, I just... No. Did it hit? I don't even know. Oh, boy, that's gonna sting. Gotta go, like, straight back here. No, no, get him, get him. Got him. Okay, took a lot of D, but we had the pin up the whole time anyway to be used. I guess I could have taken the hit on purpose, but whatever. Close enough, you know, close enough. Whether it's this chamber or the next chamber, we'll be fine. Well, will we be fine? We'll find out. We shall find out. Only, well, 50 primed magic, but yeah, magic is kind of no longer a problem. We're definitely leaving the pin on, no doubt about that. Yarn? I'm not really sold on it. 3 minutes 44 to our name. I think we're good from that perspective. I think we're good from that perspective. I'm trying to think, what's the best souvenir I've gotten? Ooh, I feel like I'd be... I don't know, I've gotten like some clothes and stuff that I do actually use and wear as a souvenir from a place. Is it really that big of a deal, or is it more just like, yeah, sure, I guess I'm gonna wear this shirt? Oh, sometimes I end up liking it, but is it the places? Do we give credit to the place, or you just give credit to the person that happened to come up with a fine looking shirt? You know what I mean? Like, you know, is a Gunquit main really that great at making t-shirts, or was it just, did it just happen to work out for them in this instance? It's not like I'm gonna go tell someone, yeah, man, you gotta go to a Gunquit. Best shirts ever. Mine says established 1776. Trust me. I mean, I do wear them. I make sure it goes to use. I can't promise if you get me, you know, a bottle of jam or something, it's going to go to the best use. I'm probably just going to eat it on, like, one of those mini bottles of jam. I'm probably just going to eat it on crackers one late night, and I'm not even going to remember where that jam came from. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm trying not to get hit. It's kind of hard to cast, okay, they're still coming, though. Weirdly hard to cast Total Eclipse sometimes. Alright, hit me or something. Okay, don't hit me. Whatever. Oh, so they respawn like that. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Hold on, pal. Not yet. Okay, but please. No! Assist kill. Tula had to get the kill in there, didn't you? You had to do it, didn't you, Tula? Now I'm one hit away. Which means that I cannot get hit right away in the next chamber. Ugh, I don't like Howling Soul. We'll go Old Grudge here. I'm going to deem that worth it. Cerberus does not want my pets. Not get hit right away. Okay, we got to be patient. All right, can I get, like, a different enemy? Maybe. Where are they? Okay. Now we have to do we got to play the old guessing game now. On who's the last enemy. Who's on last, you know, I like to call it. Okay, we're at 1 health. Yeah. I keep mistaking the Steam as as something I should be cautious of, but it's from us. It's from us. Okay, we managed to get out. Pin healed us for a little bit. We really don't want to do any extra chambers. I don't like the timer is a concern. I do feel like the 32 fear pack setup, I don't feel like there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can, well, hold on. Nah, I'm lying. I'm lying. Some people are really into, you know, more enemies or chunkier enemies and reduce the timer. And it's definitely, I think it's more viable than in Hades 1 to do that. I think Hades 1, it tended to be an easier strategy to crank up the deadline and not take too many enemies. I don't think that's really true in Hades 2 in its current state, though. I don't think a 5-minute deadline is just the answer, really. I mean, at 32, I don't think it's actually that big of a deal in Hades 1 either, but it feels like it's not the right strategy, potentially, for many players. Please, no more. Okay, you go ahead and jab with your spear. Lovely. I'm trying to think if there's any place, like, we've been, I know, like, we're so lame. Like, we've been all over New England. I was about to say, we're so lame. Never left the country, but we've been all over New England. And then I complain that every place is the same, right? I'm trying to think if any place was substantially different. I'm not so certain that's the case. Maybe Vermont felt different. Vermont kind of felt different, but in ways I can't really explain. Maybe in ways that, you know, kind of resemble the movie Deliverance in a sense.
Come on out.
Let's see.
Goldfish.
Double palm, probably just double palm and armor. Oh, and I guess I can take that, gotta be that. Take that as well, of course. Okay, so we got our pin. We got max Death Defiances up. We have Kitty Cat. We have a little bit of armor. We're looking pretty good. We have 5 minutes on the deadline. That's not bad at all. We have Old Grudge, so I should probably focus on the As to start. Because of Old Grudge, which triggers... Well, hold on. We got to make sure Old Grudge actually works. I don't know if Rebuke actually stops it or not, now that I think about it. I'm not sure. Send them back, send them back. Swing, baby. Okay, I got like double hit from that. Fascinatingly. Wow. Oh, it's the suck. Okay. You can see the origination falling on and off there. I wonder how much the Steam's will have done. We got it like halfway through the run. It was, I wouldn't call it early, I wouldn't call it late though either. I do wonder. Steam is one of those things like, I like the sound of it, but it's actually very hard for me to tell how much work it's doing in the moment. The numbers sound pretty decent though. Looks like we might have ourselves a pretty stock standard 32 fear win here. Stay right there, please, my friend. Can we get a no-hit on Chrono? Although, I mean, it's not really a no-hit. No damage. Trying to look around, get the ads. Actually, still have a hit that I can stop as well. He might charge ahead. He's not. Taking my time here. I don't know why I decided all of a sudden, like, Chronos won't hit me, but boom! There it is. No damage on Chronos. Did he even hit my armor? He did hit a couple of resists, though. Not so bad, though. Not so bad, right? It's all the chambers leading up to at that point. It's that range that definitely helps you out here. But yeah, I'm curious about the DPS meters, the deeps. I'm gonna guess Poseidon's, don't tell me, Poseidon special, regular special, then Steam?
Form, I said.
Or Poseidon waves, you know what I mean. Poseidon waves, specials, Scorch, Heartbreaker, Total Eclipse. Do they count Scorch? Hold on, did they count Scorch as Steam? They might, because it doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. Did Steam really not do enough to get it that late? No, we got in like Oceanus, right? It couldn't have dealt that little. They must put into something else, but I don't know what. The Poseidon waves are awfully high. We did get a second hammer. Is it possible they added in with Poseidon? I don't know. No clue. I feel like it's not. Maybe it's with Scorch, but I would be. I don't know. Maybe it is. Heartbreaker ended up doing quite little for the one boon, but you know, take it or leave it. There's really only so much they can do for you. Total Eclipse did even less, and that took 2 chamber rewards, I guess is one way of looking at it. But boom, there's your damage. I mean, see, I don't even know if Steam did enough to really highlight it, but there you go. Hook knives was obviously incredibly important. For the second hammer, it wasn't actually that good. Spiral knives would have been amazing. Would have loved it. Would have loved it. But there's you go. There's 32 fear after a while. No title for you. What can you do? Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. If you got ideas for videos on the game or if you need help with anything in particular, make sure you let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.